my beautiful Atlantis Scalar peeps. This is the video for the week. I have been noticing something kind of cool lately, that Eric seems to have me do free services sometimes, especially for our most frequent customers. I mean, I've seen him all of a sudden do a detox on somebody who obviously must have needed it, right? And sometimes he will have me do the microbiome optimization. So, oh God, here's the mailman, but it's okay. It's live. Don't worry about it. So I want to let you know that, but also I wanted to let you know that this is the last week, pretty much, I think, for the video testimonial submission. Hope you do it because you get a free service out of it if you're the first 10. And also, I want you to know that we just started our Father's Day sale, a free full body pain relief add-on for any service more than $250,000. No, at least $250. Now let's do a bedtime story for you guys. Okay, we will continue. I'm going to restart because I got sort of emotional reading part of this, but let's see if I can hang on. This is from this book, the best book ever. I had a comment the other day on my YouTube channel that this person said it is definitely the book, the best book she has ever read of any genre. Anyway, with those people around me, I felt like the center of attention, but it wasn't an ego thing like, look at me, I'm all that. Once I realized I wasn't in a horror movie, I actually started to feel love. No, I was in a horror movie. That transition from being spooked to feeling loved was like seeing somebody in the dark and not knowing who they were, and then getting closer to them so that you get a better clue. And then the fog lifts and you're like, hey man, what's going on? You scared the crap out of me. The love I felt was the kind that brings you to your knees weeping. This is where I started crying. Happy tears. Tears that wash you clean. I was that important. I found out later that all that love was necessary to begin my healing process. It's weird because in human life, sometimes the more people there are, the more expendable you feel. You're like a piece of meat. Here, everyone is important, and no one is more important than the other. Still, I was afraid that I'd never see my family again. I was afraid that I'd be stuck with these dudes I didn't know. Next, I noticed that there were, new people around me. They weren't shapeless. Instead, both of them, I'm sorry. Let me read that again. Tears make it hard for me to read. Next, I noticed there were two people around me. They weren't shapeless. Instead, both of them looked like they had human bodies, and I think they looked like that, so I recognized them. They were helping me out with all this new dead stuff. One of them was my Aunt Denise. Like me, she killed herself, but she did it by overdosing on her pills. She had been very sick from having diabetes for years. Her kidneys didn't work. She couldn't walk without the help of without help. She had to use a walker. She could only eat through a tube, and she was almost blind. In a way, I couldn't blame her. I wouldn't have wanted to live like that. Aunt Denise was in front of me to the left. Hers was the very first smile I saw. That was when I had this awakened moment. So hard to read, that this was really real, even though I sort of thought it might be before. Now it was different because I was about to have real conversations with dead people. It still hadn't sunk in yet that I was one of them, even though it's pretty obvious that my physical body was dead. I asked her if I was in hell, and she laughed and asked, why? Because I'm here? Then she hugged me. She was so happy, and I was confused as to why. Isn't that funny? It was like I didn't catch what made her happy. I didn't realize it was because of me. She was happy to see me. She was happy to be with me. When she hugged me, I hugged her back. After that, there was no talking for a while. Everything was quiet and peaceful, and the white light I'd seen before was still shining. It seemed to be brighter behind her, and I still felt warm. I knew there was a woman to my right, but I didn't turn toward her. I was still focused on Aunt Denise. Then the other woman stepped up and gave me a hug. That was when I recognized her as my grandmother, my dad's mother, Bedbug. Other than my mom, I've never known anyone as sweet as her. It's really weird because Tuesday of last week, on the 13th, I think that maybe it was Monday or Tuesday, was the anniversary of Aunt Denise's death in 2002 and Bessemore's death in 2003. They died on the exact same day, 1 year apart. Anyway, I'll stop there. It gets better, I promise. All right, thank you guys. Be sure you subscribe to the channel and to the Channel Eric channel. We're going to have so many new cool interviews and sessions coming up. So I love you. Bye.